There are a multitude of fine videos I have seen on YouTube showing the AutoTrain. These videos document about everything, from the loading of the cars on the auto racks, the waiting room and ticket area. By the way, the train was sold out on this date. The food? The boarding process, entering the train. Probably seen those on YouTube also. The onboard amenities, sleeping quarters, coaches, things of that nature. We have selected a roomette.
Smoke clear. Well, everyone is up on the train. The platform is clear. We are ready to depart Sanford on that smoke clear.
And with that said, we are on our way. Hopefully this video will offer a different perspective.
Smoke clear leaving here at 10 on the bridge, Brewery. 21 clear signal 768 down 11 south.
As we offer you the rail yards of the AutoTrain and Amtrak. That's right, the yards we'll be traveling through, and we don't have far to go. As we take to the high iron, the main line of the Central Florida Rail Corridor, now passing under State Road 46. Our first yard of interest will be Rand's Yard, now the home of Sunrail. Now about to pass by the Sunrail Sanford Station. The line we're traveling on is the former ACL, Atlantic Coast Line. This portion of the line south to Point Siena and north to DeLand is controlled by the CFRC dispatcher located here in Sanford. We'll pass the building where I suspect this happens in a moment. It's summertime. We got a lot of light and a few surprises too. An unusual sighting in Rand's Yard. Back in 2015, I was told that's a very rare sighting to see FEC power here. The building we're about to pass is most likely where the dispatcher is located. Historic Rand's or Rand Yard. I've heard it pronounced both ways. This video was shot in 1982, and as you can see, it's quite active. But not anywhere near as active as it was back in the 40s and 50s, when the winter vegetables were shipped out of here heading north. The Atlantic Coast Line had quite a few secondary lines that originated or terminated in Sanford. The green line indicates the main line. Look up just a little to Benson Junction and you'll see the connection with the Florida East Coast. Our next point of interest north of Palatka will be Pecan Yard. We'll also cross the St. Johns River. Again, this will be our first crossing. We are just north of Sanford. This video was extensively edited, removing some of the forested areas and other areas off topic, explaining why we're already to the second crossing of the St. Johns, south of Palatka. We are now in Palatka and crossing over US 17, looking north toward Jacksonville. The Amtrak station is on the other side of the train. At one time, Palatka was the southernmost point on the Southern Railway, that is. This line was removed years ago. The one above it, out of Jacksonville, is very active with a connection to the Florida East Coast. On the FEC shaded in pink, the FEC acquired lines that ran into Palatka. That was before the line from St. Augustine to Bunnell was constructed. We are at Pecan, just north of Palatka. Pecan Yard. To the southwest of us is a huge Georgia Pacific plant, which was served by the Southern until those tracks were removed. Now there's a connecting track from Pecan down to Georgia Pacific. North of Pecan, we cross over Rice Creek. If you will look to the left of your screen, the highway bridge you see is US 17. North of DeLand, 17 parallels the tracks we're traveling on and off up through Jacksonville, crossing the Ortega River. "6 p.m. And we are in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville Yards. Thank you.
Well, we just missed the announcement, but we were told that if we look out the window on the west side, around this sharp curve, we can see the front of the train. Before this brick wall we're headed for encroached, we were able to view some of the power that was parked at Conrad Yelvington. Looking west, this, I believe, is the south leg of the Y for the Tallahassee subdivision.
I'm looking at it take place. 10 engines getting clear. There we go, 813.
Tallahassee subdivision again, north leg of the Y.
Mayor Moncrief, home. 42 stop.
About to cross under the McQuaid Street pedestrian overpass.
Those cars must get off that rock train.
This is the area of the interchange between the Florida East Coast, Norfolk Southern, and CSX.
Got 5 and 6 on the south end, C-Yard, oh.
You make a move. I don't have any remotes working down there.
All right, here we go.
I got to drop a brake stick off at Edgewood. Can I take the crew with me to drop the brake stick off, or just go and drop the brake stick off?
Yeah, you take the crew over. That'll be fine.
Okay, I'm at the south end of the yard, so I'm headed back to pick them up.
You got 3 steps, left 38.
All right, Nick. C5, C6. Like the flags on the south end, over. All right. Moncrief, FEC. I got an engine light fixing to leave off the freight lead. You should see him coming by here in a second. I'll get you a signal right behind him. Over.
Oops, can't get them all, I
Coming
guess.
up on us now. You get a signal behind us.
Rob, you said that's our light there.
That's right. That is your light off freight lead. Should come by back in that ramp, over.
Alright, thank you. We're going to 32, 741 out.
Meantime, on the east side of the
We
train,
are at Jacksonville, Florida. We're coming by the Jacksonville Train Station right now. We're approximately 35 minutes from the Georgia-Florida state line. Jacksonville.
which means we're looking at Norfolk Southern Simpson Yard. We're not seeing it because of the brush. Just crossed under Edgewood Avenue. This should be Dinsmore or Duval Connection. A lot of editing here because this was a really long train. Looking west, the light is really starting to work against us. So we miss the St. Mary's River, forming the border between Georgia and Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? At 7:09 and at 9:09, the movie Big Eyes will be shown in the coach lounge car. Once the movie starts, the bartender will take a short dinner break. Once again, the movie Big Eyes will start at 7:09 and 9:09. Thank you.
Now, who in their right mind would want to watch a movie when we're passing through Folkston? I've slowed the speed down somewhat. Over on the other side of the tracks is the famous Folkston Rail Watchers platform. I haven't stayed at the caboose yet, but it's for rent. It's kind of like a motel with beds and, as you can see, a nice patio and a gentleman out photographing the train. We'll speed back up here as we head toward the old ACL station, which also serves as a museum and another great spot to watch trains. Somebody doing some videography. Who knows? His video may end up here on YouTube. After we pass Jesup, still ahead, it's going to get dark. So we're going to miss Savannah. The interlocking we're passing through now takes the rails to Waycross. We'll be going straight ahead, which will, of course, take us to Savannah. A majority of the freight traffic in and out of Florida does go through Waycross. Here's the way the area looks on a map. You can see Waycross there, and also note the line from Jesup down to Waycross. We'll try to point the camera back in that direction as we pass it. Well, let's find out where we are. Here is the Director of On-Board Passenger Operations, or some title, to tell us.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jesup, Georgia. Once again, at this time we are passing through Jesup, Georgia. And we are on time, on schedule.
I think I heard another train horn. Must be on the other side. Well, we're starting to lose light, so we'll be saying goodbye soon, utilizing that pillow that's reflected.
Marker on the roof.
One final feature to point out as we break out the southern map once again is we'll be crossing under the line that runs from Brunswick to Macon on Norfolk Southern. Right now. Well, thank you so much for riding with us and watching this. We hope to continue this series when the sun rises once again in Virginia.